I think there are a lot of questions that I didn't explore as a student when I was at CC. So as a senior, I was like, I need a job. Like, whoever will give me a job, I need a job. But I wasn't thinking intentionally like what is the work culture at this organization, right? Like, is this place like sustainable? How do they make sure that in this difficult type of work that they sustain their employees? Like, what is the management philosophy towards that? And I didn't know that those are questions you could ask your employer. So essentially, when I transitioned from the private firm, when I was really burnt out to this organization, I understood that an interview was a two-way street. Like, they were interviewing me and I was interviewing them to see if they were a good fit. So a lot of the questions I shared was something I asked them, right? Like, how do you as management like perceive it's your role to create a sustainable work culture so that people can continue to do this work? And so I was very intentional about that, and now have a really great boss who really keeps me within my 40-hour work week. It's really challenging because a lot of people in the immigration space feel like you have to go beyond that, and I don't think you can sustain that. If you work evenings and nights and phone calls at 3 a.m., which is what I did at the firm, I couldn't sustain that. And so I have that, like, you know, I have a boss who's really like mindful of telling me to go on vacation, like, you haven't gone on vacation for a while, or that was a really tough case you worked on, I think you should take a mental health day off. And so to have somebody who's advocating for me as I'm trying to advocate for our clients, I think is really important, and that's such like a pivotal piece to work culture that we should be thinking about, right? Like, we should be asking these questions because we do need to sustain ourselves in this work, and it's really challenging early in your career. I totally understand that, to feel like you're not supposed to ask those questions, but it was so important to me to transition from my first workspace to my second and begin to ask those questions.